This is the new Tata Safari, and well, I'm still shooting because Gaurav, the cameraman, forgot to get the mics this morning. Shot everything but for the PTZ. So well, once again, this is the new Tata Safari, and well, the original one came out in the 90s. I used to be a school kid back then, and I think it had a sense of occasion, because every time you saw one, it had that aura. You were just like, excited to see it on the road. And if you ask me, I think it was the one that literally put the sport into the SUV for Indian enthusiasts, proper 4x4, and then also some brilliant ad campaigns by Tata Motors like Make Your Own Road, Reclaim Your Life, which is also the tagline, by the way, that they're using for this one. But this one's not even gone on sale yet, but there's purists crying foul already, saying that you can't just call a 7-seat Harrier a Safari. And at launch, there's no 4x4 option yet either. So is this a Safari, or is it just a bigger Harrier with the Safari name? And I'm really itching to find that out. A lot of people who saw the Safari on the road, head-on especially, assumed it to be the Harrier. And I cannot disagree. But at the same time, I must say the Tata Motors design team has put in efforts to distinguish the Safari's face from the Harrier. For instance, the grille gets chrome embellishments along with a grey shade overall. Now this contrasted nicely with the deep blue color of our test Safari and made for a more premium looking face than the Harriers. The headlamp assembly also gets chrome surrounds which have a similar effect, and while I'm not a big fan of chrome, I must say it lends the Safari's mug a classier feel here. The larger 18-inch wheels also complement the SUV's more boot stance as compared to its sibling, and also help the tyres in filling the wheel wells even better. My favorite angle to look at the new Safari though is the rear 3/4, as it looks very appealing from the rear. Tata has ensured the roofline is a stepped one like the original Safari, and it looks quite nice, especially with the Safari insignia in chrome right at the top. The rear end looks more appealing as well thanks to a blacked out strip connecting the tail lights, which themselves get a different treatment. And taking center stage on the boot lid is the Safari name etched out nicely. The interiors look exactly like the Harriers, but that's not a bad thing at all. Tata Motors has also worked on improving fit finish levels further, and the result is an overall more appealing feel as soon as you step inside. There's bits like mood lighting and an electric parking brake as well to accentuate that premium feel further. The panoramic sunroof, Tata Motors claims, is the largest in class, but my favorite here is the white interior theme, which not only adds to the sense of space but also lends the cabin a very luxurious feel. Another impressive bit here is the third row, which is reasonably spacious. In fact, there's enough space for 2 adults to be seated without feeling cramped or claustrophobic, also thanks to the large glass panel. The third row also gets 2 dedicated USB ports, dedicated blower control, and large air conditioning vents, and these together should add to comfort even if seated in the third row. That said, getting in or out of the third row could have been an easier affair. The second row seats are pretty comfortable too, and overall, the Safari certainly fits the bill as a spacious SUV for larger families. Under the hood is the same 2-liter Cryotech diesel engine that puts out 170 PS and 350 Nm of torque, which is a lot. And of course, in BS6 trim, this engine has gotten smoother, quieter. NVH levels overall are a lot better, and it is mated to the same 6-speed automatic or the 6-speed manual gearbox as the Harrier. So effectively, the Safari feels quite similar to the Harrier in terms of the driving experience. And from behind the wheel, I also like the way it handles. It's got a confident feel to it. The ride quality is surprisingly good for the way it handles. But I really wish the steering had a slightly more weighted feel, because it feels a little too light even at higher speeds. And that can get slightly concerning when you're trying to drive more enthusiastically. But overall, I think the ride and handling package and the powertrain are quite nice. And of course, that's something that we have seen. It's been tried and tested on the Harrier, so that's something that's been carried forward really well. Off tarmac, the Safari impresses with its handling as well and feels confident even when building speeds quickly, also thanks to the larger 18-inch wheels. There's a sense of agility to the SUV despite its size and weight, more so since the Safari is 70 kg heavier than the Harrier. And while it is longer, the wheelbase is identical to the Harrier, which also helps in offering a similar feel. That said, I would have really liked Tata Motors to offer a proper 4x4 version from the launch itself. New Tata Safari. But is this really the new Tata Safari? I think yes, especially when you look at it from the rear, especially that stepped roofline, the rear 3/4 looks so good, and they've worked on the tail as well, tried to distinguish it. Overall, it's got that aura, but yes, I have to say that the front could have been styled a little more differently from the Harrier. The biggest thing, of course, there is no 4x4 option, and that's one thing I think would have silenced a lot of critics who are talking about this not really being the Safari, to say so. And of course, 4x4 is the actual Safari DNA, isn't it? That's what we all liked it and we know the Safari for. Yeah, but overall I think it's quite interestingly packaged. Could have got a bit more equipment, but the powertrain, the engine, the gearboxes, the automatic and the manual, everything feels really good in this one. The engine only has gotten smoother and quieter in BS6 trim. The cabin is quiet as well. There is a good amount of space. The third row is actually usable. So overall, now it's just to see where Tata Motors prices this at. Of course, this is the Safari, and yeah, in that sense, I think the Safari is back.